Do you remember a couple months ago when there was that black man who what happened? They said that he hung himself.
Don't let them fucking lie to you. Earl Smith was lynched in downtown Albany in broad daylight. There is no possible fucking way within the city limits of Albany, New York, that a black man went to a tree with a noose and a stool, or a chair, or something to stand on to be able to put the noose over the tree, put his head through the noose, and then kick out whatever he was standing on from underneath it. You're never gonna sit there and tell you it was a suicide?
Yes, I know exactly what
Yes.
you're talking about.
What was his name?
I don't know his name, but he got hung and they ruled it as a suicide.
Yes. That man was lynched.
I don't know if it was late. I don't know what town in the 518, somewhere in upstate New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was lynched. You can look up his name. Some people were saying it was the police. Some people were saying it was, I don't know who.
Earl Smith.
Okay.
Yes, June 2025. That was not last year. This was just a couple months ago. 58-year-old black man named Earl Smith in Albany sparked significant public outcry for allegations of lynching. Was found hanging from a tree on Westerlo Street around 8 a.m. June 18, 2025. APD medical examiner's office ruled the death a suicide.
Yeah.
Bro was hanging from a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real about this.
What part of New York was this?
Albany.
Albany? Wow.
Wait, no. Binghamton? Westerlo Street.
No. It says Albany.
Albany, New York.
It says
yeah.
Albany. Wow, bro, that is way too local, man.
Way too local. Yeah. That's.
And it's crazy. It's like you can just rule it as a suicide and it's just done. You know what I mean? It's insane.
And they don't look into it anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are some? First of all, do you want to speak more on it?
Sure. Yeah. You can talk about it.
I don't have any questions. I mean, is there anything you want to say more about that specific
I just think that we need to be aware of what's going on in our community and talk about it more. I think that if there was more public outcry, this wouldn't have been ruled a suicide. Like, let's open a book. What are the facts of the story here? And we'll just leave it at that. But I think that talking about it more, and there was people that I saw online, like when that did happen.
Oh yeah,
there
all
was
over
people,
my TikTok.
right? Yeah. There was people that did like come out and talk about it, but there are people that are in our community now that never talk about anything like that. And if you're going to be a creator with a platform in this community, you have to be willing to talk about the bad shit too. That's what I feel. Hold other people accountable for their actions and, their position and their platform. Yeah.
And it sucks because it's like, okay, yeah, I did see people talking about it, but this is just the nature of life. People move on. But rest in peace to Earl Smith.
Yeah, we're here. We're still here talking about it. It's December. It's been months, 6 months, Yeah. And I think that we should continue to talk about it. Yeah. And like not only just for this man, but for others all over America, all over the world that have experienced horrible humanitarian crises and crimes. That's my opinion. Yeah. So that's just how I feel.
Are there any other political or humanitarian topics or issues that you want to give more light to? Because I know that is a passion of yours.
Yeah, I think that like in lieu of being like Christmas and everything, I think everybody should like pull angel trees and like, go out of their way to go and spend what they can. And I'm not like bullying people into like spending money, but like spend what you can on those who can't. So like families that need assistance, it is really difficult for some people like to put their pride aside and reach out for help and ask the community like, hey, I can't give my kids Christmas presents this year. And also like I want you to like go into things with like an open mind. Like when you pull an angel tree, it very well could be like that kid like wants a Switch, or like that kid is looking for a laptop or something like that. And now not everybody can afford to do those things. But if you are in the place financially to be able to do those things, I highly, highly recommend it, because people, like they're kids, like kids aren't going to like, I don't know, like regulate themselves based on like what their financial income is, and they like don't know that their presents are coming from like random people in the community. Like they think that they're like talking to Santa Claus. They like think that they're reaching out and like in like actually like having someone grant wishes for them, you know? And just because kids are poor doesn't mean that they don't deserve access to the same things that other kids have.
Mm.
That's that's my next one.
Yeah.
And just in lieu of Christmas and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It I mean, this brings a completely new conversation, but what do you think about I can't even think of the question, so I'm just going to yap, and then maybe you can go on whatever you
Okay.
want to go on. But you know, obviously, we saw Mamdani get elected in New York City. The rise in, I don't know what you want to call it. People have been using the word socialism, but life is becoming unaffordable, especially
Mm-hmm.
for a lot of young people, right? What really are your thoughts on that? And do you feel, are you like optimistic about the future or pessimistic about the future of our country?
Hmm. I'm always going to keep a level of optimism
Hmm.
because I think good prevails every time.
Okay.
I think that New York tends to be better than maybe other places. Um, More opportunities, more assistance, resources. I do think that places like Albany are getting a little bit pricey,
Mm-hmm.
priced out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be able, like when I first moved up to college here, I like would be able to get an apartment for like $700, like a whole place,
It's laughable.
$700,
Yeah.
and I had an apartment. I'm like I lived in Manans. I paid $770 for a whole fucking apartment just for myself. It's hard now.
It's like
It's
1,500 now.
yeah,
1,200.
yes. This place is actually a steal. This is like I live in a beautiful apartment and it's
She
way
does.
cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, than like what I got extremely lucky.
Shout out your landlord.
Shout out my
We saw him.
landlord.